where is your focus? The question that I feel like many of us need to really sit down and think about. Where is your focus? See, many of us, we get so caught up in the career choices or everything else that the world has placed in front of us. We get so consumed by it and we allow worry, stress, anxiety to take up everything in our mind. And in doing that, we lose the most important thing that we need to be focused on, and that's Jesus. In the book of Luke, chapter 10, verses 39 through 42, we see Jesus entering the house of Mary and Martha. And I like this interaction that happens because this really entails to what I'm talking about. But first, we need to go to the visual board. All right, here we go. We are here. I think I may call this the Luke, all right, stay with me now, right? The Luke 10 visual board. That sounds great. That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds about right. Look, don't be judging my visuals, all right? Anyways, we're going to go into this particular area right here. As you can see, Jesus right here. This is Mary, and this is Martha. See, in this particular verse, in this particular passage, we see Mary getting frustrated because she is doing a lot of preparations. She feels like Mary isn't helping. In the particular verse, it says this: She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me. See, in this moment, Martha, right here, Martha was very upset because she was doing all the work and Mary wasn't helping. Instead, Mary was sitting at Jesus' feet, doing nothing but listening to Jesus. And as you can see right here, see this? She's frowning right here. She's mad. She was upset. But I like the response that Jesus gives. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. I like how in this particular verse it tells us that Martha was distracted with preparations. What she was doing wasn't wrong, and what many of us are doing aren't necessarily wrong things, but we can be distracted to the point where we're not putting our eyes on Jesus. See, she was in the same room as Jesus, but still was distracted. I feel like Jesus really showing us in this moment that abiding in him is the most important thing that we need. See, many of us are like Martha in this very moment, but God is calling us to be like Mary.